We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. The NFL's first ever Black Friday clash. The Dolphins and the Jets underway here at MetLife Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. Escapes the defender. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Ready.
This drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. There he goes, right side. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon A-Chain hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Jets at 8-2 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
26.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air. And they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. The short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, you talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
3rd down and 1. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
2nd and 10. A-Chain gets it from the gun. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Rodgers now on first down. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also,
pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
They'll run with Hall.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hall again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jets have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
right at the 50-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He finds Wilson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Running left, it's Hall. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
They'll try again. Fights loose. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jermaine Johnson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They run for it. H.A. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left
outside, on target to Thielen. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Hall. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. That is caught. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On play action, now Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
Ball has it knocked loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at 2-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by one score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A-chain here. They stay on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
First down, Miami.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
On second down, a run by A-Chain. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Boy, glad to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Give up the middle to H.A. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa on the move to his left. Short pass to Howard, and he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. H.A. now up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And quickly, they get to the line. Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst
first right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Wilson with a first down carry. Taken down at the 30.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Waddle, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out to his left.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson.
And they can't bring him down. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hall want to give up the middle.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Now Rodgers. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jets will add to their 4th quarter lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He dumps it off to A-Chain. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing Tua. 3rd down. Here's A-Chain. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's Tua. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Rodgers will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
28-yard line. A gain of 4.